Yo, what is up, y'all? VeryTrack back with another Dead by Daylight video. Now, I'm gonna try something new. You guys are probably used to, the gameplay that you see right now on your screen, and then the gameplay would just usually run, and I would add, my commentary or my annotations on the bottom of the screen. I'm gonna try something new. This is not the perfect setup that I wanted to, but there's a lot to unpack in this video, and I think it's a lot better if we just try something new, and instead of communicating my thoughts via the text, I'm gonna do it myself. So this follows the last video that was dropped off. You can check it over here. This is the semis of the Swish tournament. We played another round before this. It was a Billy round. I got one stage. It was really embarrassing, but I don't think there was much to learn in that video. So I figured we might as well move on to the games that are actually good, especially a Twins game, and unpack everything from here. So we're gonna get right to it. And yeah, let's see how this works out. Okay, first off, let me make sure you actually have audio here for this. Okay, so again, I'm playing Twins. This is the last semifinals of the match. As you can see, my perks here are Pop Goes the Weasel, Thanatophobia, Force Penance, and Corrupt Intervention. Corrupt Intervention, very straightforward. The Nat, also very straightforward. If you're not familiar with that, the Nat makes it so that the more teens get injured, the slower the progression goes throughout the game. And obviously as a Twins, you want to be healed 24/7, because if Victor comes out and you're injured, you're basically guaranteed dead because there's very minimal counterplay. Force Penance is something that's new. There's going to be a lot of hit taking, especially if you've watched Twins games before. There's going to be a lot of hit taking, and you might as well just get punished for that completely. I believe it's like 90 seconds that you're not able to heal via the unbroken status effect. Pop Goes the Weasel here just simply because it's as a resting place, and it's, it's a map known for the 3 gens. So let's continue. So I spawn on the top side of the map, right? And one of the first things we want to do is scout out the area. I bring Victor out here. And in general, when you spawn on one side of Azerov's resting place, depending on the Corrupt Intervention spawns, you can see the 3 corrupted gens over here. I figured I might as well just take a look and spend time in case one survivor did spawn on this side of the map. I expect everybody else to be spawned on the other side though, so that's why I parked Victor there. And now I go ahead and look for somebody on this side of the map. You see there's the first survivor. Not really the most optimal setup though, so I will eventually believe I will leave this eventually. Yeah, this is the good thing about this is that I'm playing on 1600 by 1080, so I don't need to worry about stretching the game. Pre-dropping Ultra. But standard survivor. I whiff here, unfortunately. You really want to avoid those. I think it's like one of the only misses in the game though, so we're fine. We get our first Victor pounce. There you see the Thanatophobia getting the stack there. Get this very cheeky hit on a survivor, because ping is a thing in this game. And I tried a mind game here, but I probably should have just held M1 because this pallet was down. This path thing I did horribly. It actually gave the opportunity for the survivor to drop down this pallet. But 1 gen off the board. That was on the other side of the map. Dead hard right there. Drops the pallet. I tried to mind game again. Abuse the fact that this player is on high ping. So I recall Victor here. And the most important thing is take a look at the health states of the survivors right now. There are 2 injured and 2 healthy. And if this is your first time watching a Twins match, you do not want to be injured against Twins. You want to be healed at all times, 24/7. So I bring out Victor here. We should see somebody come to take a hit. We should be trying to get it down now with Victor, especially when there are 2 injured survivors on the map. So let's see what I do here. All right, there's the hit coming in. And there's nothing much you can do besides just, injure somebody else. Like you can see, you can pay attention to the bottom left corner. GPU did get healed. So now we're back to 2 survivors being injured. And now we just got to continue the pressure by continuing the chase here. break this pallet. As you see, Force Penance is going off on the bottom right hand corner of the screen. So that means I know that Nightlight cannot be healed for an X amount of time. And I mean, they're not going to take off Victor here, but... And for some reason, I actually end up leaving Ultra for a second here, but I came back here. I wanted to make sure that there were nobody working on my 3-side generators that I'm going to defend on this side of the map. So I get Victor back here. And now I will put out Victor because I know that Ultra, if Teen, VHS, I've been playing a lot of VHS. Survivor, Victor, it's literally 100 to 0. There's nothing besides a locker. And then even then, like, you have to, like, the twins has to walk all the way to a locker, and it just doesn't work. You will always win as Victor against a Survivor in this game. They dropped the pallet, which is really good. Now, this is a little strategy that I learned from somebody else. So what you can do here is when your body, especially if your body's right next to here, you can drop Victor or park Victor somewhere close to the other side of the pallet. And then using Charlotte, you can actually go on the other side. And what this does, as you'll see, is that it locks them down. There's nothing they can do here. There is absolutely nothing that this person can do here. You can see I was a little bit impatient, but just watch this. You see, vault over. And that there's nothing this person can do right now. They vault back, they continue running, they're gonna go down. If they continue running, I use Victor, obviously. They can't kick it in time because I park Victor so far away that it's not in kickable distance. And it's just a lose-lose here. There's nothing they can do, it's just a down. So. We got a first down. 2 gens into the game, which is pretty good. If you play perfectly against the twins, you technically get no downs, but, you know, quote unquote, key quote, perfect. And I go immediately into Victor, since I want to be able to camp this area here, just making sure that the survivors don't get closer to my 3 gens with Victor. As you can see there's somebody right there, and I should be able to get a hit on them right here. Nice. So now I know that if you're paying attention, you can see top left corner, there's an indicator. And if you don't know what Victor does, every time somebody that has Victor on them runs near a survivor, they will be notified. So I now know we're technically 3 locations, right? We have Ultra in the basement. We have 2 survivors right next to each other. And my last goal here is to find out where that last survivor is, because that's very crucial information as killer. So here I am, just scouting. Now, I don't know if that survivor is the one that got notified earlier or the one that... so I still don't know where the 4th survivor is, because I can't guarantee this is the person. But... Actually... Hold on. Let's go back a few seconds here. Okay, so that indicator right there, that means that there is somebody near Victor. So now I know that this is the 4th person for sure here. So... Now, this is really bad for them, because if I get this hit here, there is no saving Ultra. If you pay attention to Ultra's bar, as you see the indicators there, now I know where all 4 survivors on the map are. And at this point, it is really, really bad for the survivors here, because Ultra is going to go to 2nd. And if I play my cards correctly, Ultra will also just die in basement, because I know where everybody is. And there are 2 survivors injured as well. So they really got to get... And I'm chasing now. I'm chasing the only... healthy survivor left. They can't even go for the save. And now nobody can go for the save. They technically can trade, but it's not really a smart idea, considering I can just go back to basement and tunnel. So we got that heal off. Well, we know that heal has to be on this side of the map. So we continue pressuring this side of the map, making sure that no survivor gets across. And now you can see all the survivors running around. And me just sitting here, making sure that nobody gets across. I can see the heal going off here, but again, you never want to play too greedy. You want to make sure that, you know, if you're given the opportunity to secure a kill, especially very early on to the game, you just do it. So, yeah. And now it's kind of guaranteed that Ultra dies 100% here, especially with Nightlight right here. Second miss of the game. Unfortunately, it doesn't really matter. Or sorry, fortunately, it doesn't really matter for me. It would have been nice to get another down there ASAP though. But I get Victor right back immediately. This VOD seems to be a little bit jittery in terms of frames, huh? When I search for Nightlight here, I probably should have just tried. Yeah, see, I start sending Victor back here now. Make sure that my 3-gen gets defended and nobody gets past. Check that 1-gen. Check the 2nd-gen. Make sure I check the 3rd-gen here. I see that nobody was here, so I park Victor on one side. Now, obviously, you can't defend Victor with both sides, but I just make sure I defend one side. Or maybe you can. I don't know. But that wasn't my plan anyway. So as you can see, Nightlight got the heal, so that means there has to be 2 survivors on this side of the map. That's how that works. There's no self-care in this tournament. And now I go back to Victor and try to find a pounce. As mentioned, Victor's 100 to 0. There's nothing much you can do. And now I get 1 stack of Thanophobia. Push him into my 3-gen. And the position that they have here is very bad. I can push them into my 3-gen, which is what I tried doing here. I have to make sure I don't spend too much time on this chase, though. I have a 3-gen on the other side of the map. And as you can see, I now leave the chase. Because it would be so bad if I just continued getting that chase and continue forth with the chase only to lose my 3-gen that I protected the entire time. And now what Nightlight has to do, again, the whole emphasis of twins is you do not want to be injured, is go heal. And that means I can chase this person freely. So I get another the Nat stack. Nightlight gets healed, so you see how the trade goes on and off. But I know that for sure now that there are 3 survivors on the other side of the map. That's how it works. Nightlight got healed. He has to call somebody to heal, and GPU is or Ace is running towards the other side of the map. So I know that now there's 3 survivors on the side of the map. Nice. I was able to catch somebody off. I'm pretty sure I should get a... sometimes, you know, as serious as these competitive matches go, you gotta have some fun a little bit, right? Like, I went for that, because why not, you know? We actually have a down here. I was able to cut off the heal from happening. I was able to get the down, and now here I slug, and you can slug here. There's really, the survivors are not in position to really go get the pickup right away, especially with my body right there. So I went, I used Victor to go to the other side of the map to make sure that nobody is on the gens. But now that I saw somebody finish the gens on that side of the map, and the pickup happened, so.
Jesus Christ,
Nah, I try to be cheeky here. This player made the mistake of not vaulting the pallet. I don't know why they wouldn't do that. Maybe ping, but like, you know, that's probably a communication error on their side. They probably told them to vault the pallet. But I waste no time here with the down. First mistake was unfortunate. They actually got the pickup in time, but now I actually make no mistake and go for the pickup immediately. So yeah, now it comes to a stance of just defending my gens at this point and trying to minimize the damage that they can do. Try to earn as many points as possible for my team, even though at this point the game was already over. But both teams were trying. I was trying here, and Demise was trying here. That's the team name. They wanted good twins practice. As you see, going for the save immediately. This is to try to buy time for their teammate on the other side of the map to complete a gen. This is what I call really a distraction technique, where you've put the focus of the killer on one side of the map to serve as obviously a distraction. And here I don't really fall for it. I know that there's going to be somebody on this other side of the map working on a gen. and I just sent Victor to check up on them. And as you can see there. And my goal here is to find them and injure them, and basically invalidate the next couple of, you know, seconds, like 30, 45 seconds that Charlotte or Victor is on them. And I was able to actually catch them healing here. So, very nice. Now, I didn't pick up right away because I didn't want to risk DS. And obviously eating DS there would have killed my entire momentum, so. Now the survivors are in a very, very, very tight spot. I go for the pickup here because the timer in my head told me I can. And now Super Aaron actually took Victor off of their back. So that means that they're trying to finish the gen, try to get as many points as possible, because from this point on, it doesn't look like they're going to be actually escaping. And unfortunately, I wasted a lot of time sending Victor over here when I should have just sent Victor straight to the generator. I probably, perhaps could have stopped this gen from finishing, but as you can see, I actually missed my pounce here, which is unfortunate. I don't think I could have stopped that gen from finishing. Maybe if I like sent Victor immediately straight away, but even then, it's still a 4K at 1 gen left. At this point, there's nothing the survivors can do. Now, it's funny. You can go for the down there on the, what is that? The Super Aeronova. I forgot the character name already. You can go for the down there. It kind of just, you know, the down there is probably better, but it didn't really matter what you did there. As long as you don't let one of these survivors save the other, which, well, unfortunately happened. So I probably should have just gone for the down there on Super Aeronova, and the game would have just been over at that point. Oh, okay. Okay, so that's why I didn't go for the down there, was because I figured it doesn't really matter what I do here. GPU is still dying, but you should probably go for the down there with Victor on Super Aeronova. Okay, I get this down, I get this hook. The game is practically over. Now, if you were paying attention, I actually made sure that I checked where Victor was before I killed Super Aeronova or before I downed Super Aeronova. So as you can see here, right here, Victor was still on Nightlight, and what you can actually do is Victor will display the location of the team or of the survivor that Victor is on. So as you can see, that white, this white outline here is where Nightlight is, or where the survivor is right now. So I know the general location, and they got rid of it, but that doesn't matter because I know where they are. So now I run my way all the way over there. I actually sent Victor straight away first. Oh, I parked Victor here. Okay. Yeah, I put Victor down there because if I'm going to get the down with Victor, I'm going to have to walk all the way across map anyway, so I might as well just get a down with my main body here. Now, okay, I think what I'm doing here is I'm just surveilling the map, because I know that Nightlight is on this side, and if I just sit on this side of the map, there's no way he can't work on a gen on the other side of the map. Like, unless he snuck by and he was really did that, then he's still on this side of the map. So it's just an effort of trying to find them now. As you can see right there, so. But I hope you guys learned something from this match. I hope y'all enjoyed live commentary. This is something new that I want to try. If y'all like it, just make sure to comment down below. If you don't like it, let me know what you don't like about it. If you prefer the old style or this interaction better. And yeah, I hope you guys learned something. I'll be back next week with another upload. I think I'm going to start the actual bronze match next week. And that's a really cool series of events. So I recommend watching that. Yeah, I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace. Just really quickly, I know y'all want to see the perks and stuff that they were running. So right here, you have the very much standard stuff against twins. Actually, it's not very standard stuff, but just standard. I don't know. There's the build. Whatever. What was that?